Hi there, KingJGrim here, or the guy who's probably gonna die soon because of this heat, whatever you prefer, and welcome to another GameDisc video where I discuss everything from this temperature that is slowly but surely killing me to my thoughts and feelings for an upcoming game. It is really hot today. It's kinda insane. My god, what has happened to our world where Norway is becoming so hot? It could be a vacation spot. Anyways, I want to talk about Mario Tennis Aces, because they have a demo out now, Nintendo, on the eShop, and I played it for a couple of hours, and I want to talk about it. It will probably be up tomorrow as well, the server, so I will play it right after making this video, if I haven't died because of this extreme heat! So, a quick history lesson about my relationship with Mario sport games. I have, from what memory I have of it, only played Mario Tennis on the Nintendo 64, and love was the feeling towards it. Never tried any of the later ones, which includes the travesty they had on the Wii U. I can't really say what made that game bad. From what I've seen and heard, it was slow, the Mega Mushrooms were stupid, you couldn't play against your friends, and it lacked personality. It seems like it was only made to be put into a month where Nintendo didn't have any special games coming out for the old console. Yet, here, it seems like the Big N has made Mario Tennis Aces as an apology for the older games, as it will have a story mode with boss battles, challenges and more, with personality left and right. Yet, I have only played the demo, so instead of talking in detail about the full game's content on release, I'll focus on my experience with it, as I have played it for a couple of hours. So, do I enjoy the gameplay here? 100% yes! This game is such a pleasure, it's fun, it has depth through the meter management, character differences and presentation as a whole. I can't compare the mechanics here to the N64 game, as it's been way too long since I played that one, but I will go into why I feel that the Switch game might have some staying power, and it all comes down to its depth, as it is primarily focused on mind games. You have several types of shots: top spin, splice, flat shots, lobs, drop shots, and the jump to the other side of the court trick shot. There's also the zone shot, where you can jump up wherever the star shows up on the map, and aim with your controller where you want to shoot the ball, and a special shot, which works in the same way with the aiming, only that you can activate it no matter how far the ball is away from you, and it is much faster. It also works as a character ultimate move, and it requires full meter to use it. What else that uses meter is the previously mentioned zone shot, and a super speed move that slows down time that will drain the gauge down really fast, making it easy for you to run after the ball if it's far away. The way you fill up this meter is by charging up your regular moves, and when you activate the trick shot really early, making it a risk versus reward kind of thing. As you can't really trust it that much, it really depends, as it will drain your meter if you use it too late. What makes this great with the meter management is the special and zone shot can actually harm your opponent's racket, as there is a small health bar here. You have 2 tennis rackets for each match, and they have 3 hearts, if you will. The zone shot will destroy one of these squares, whereas the special shot will destroy a racket in one go, if the enemy is not blocking the shot perfectly. Here's where the mind games comes into the picture, making it feel like a fighting game to some extent, and I absolutely adore it! As when there's actually meat to a game's mechanic, it will have a longer lifespan with its community. Yet it hasn't been a perfect experience though, cause just like fighting games, there is one thing that can immediately ruin your experience, and that is the online netcode. Let me put this straight. When you get matches against people with 4 or 5 bars of internet, it feels fantastic. If you get someone with 3 bars, it works, but it can get a bit finicky sometimes. Though when you get down to 2 bars or 1, my god, this game turns into hell itself. Do not play against people with that connection, trust me, it felt like pure ass, and not the good kind, obviously. I mostly blame the fact that Nintendo Switch requires an accessory to be able to plug in an Ethernet cable, rather than building it into the dock, but it plays amazingly when you meet people with high internet connection. So that's the gameplay. I was pleasantly surprised when I jumped into it to see just the amount of strategizing you have to do to win a match, though there is one thing that I really want them to change for the release, and that's the fact that you do a trick shot, you know, when you jump and save a ball by moving the right analog stick, but also when you double tap the X button, which is the same button for lobs and drop shots. So there have been several times where I've accidentally done a trick shot when I wanted to do a lob. And it's kind of my fault for double tapping the button, but every time I play a game when there might be some lag, I have a tendency to tap the button a lot in hope that the game will register it, so it is my fault, but I do hope that they will allow the player to change that. So you can only use the right analog stick. But aside from that, I absolutely adore the gameplay. So let's jump straight into the presentation. Well, you do only get this tournament mode with the demo, so I can't say much for the content, etc. But the game looks great, it has some fun music, a bit forgettable, but overall good. The character selection is great, and the humanoid characters have like tennis gear on, which is fantastic. Though I do hope that they will add more costumes to wear, as even if I enjoy Bowser's design, come on man, he was such a model back in Mario Party 2 and Odyssey. Let him add some fun stuff to wear. I do also hope that we will have unlockable characters in the main game, as that never gets boring and it adds on the feeling of progression, which is something I feel is needed. Maybe have some different kinds of rackets, clothes and stages maybe. Well, whatever we get, we have to wait and see. I'm just overall happy with the gameplay, which is what matters the most. Mario Tennis Aces is probably the first sport game I've been interested in for quite a long time. The last one being the N64 version, and I didn't really want to learn that game, I only played it for the fun of it, and what I can say about this one is that it is just that fun. It'll be coming out on the 22nd of June, and I'll definitely make a review of it, but before that we have E3. And I just beg to whatever gods are out there that the weather will be a bit cooler, or it's so hot. Hi there, thank you so much for watching my video, I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you are subscribed, then please ring the little bell down there, as YouTube has apparently said they've fixed the system. Yeah, you can't really trust them nowadays, can you? Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.